Hey everybody, it's Jason Linse with the Business of Fitness, or the Biz of Fizz. You can call it that too. I won't argue with that. Here with your video tip for the Business of Fitness tip for today, and then your joke, observation, or anecdote for today. But we're going to start with the Biz of Fizz tip. Remind you to Facebook and YouTube to do those things you need to do. You know what I'm talking about. This one, I like to call it, there is never change without movement. And I use this, I think about this for myself. I mean, I think everybody needs to from time to time, some more than others. And if you need to make a change, you got to start with movement. And I've always said about myself, one of my greatest strengths is also my greatest weaknesses, is if I'm in motion, I tend to stay in motion. I mean, this is physics law, right? It works for me. If I'm going, I'm going. I mean, there was a time when I went to the gym and had a day job and other things going on. I loved it. I didn't burn out. But then things changed, right? And went a different direction. And then I've had other times where if I'm starting over, it's hard for me to get going. And maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. You're familiar with that. And so what I do then is I keep telling myself, you got to start with something, a small step. I'll clean my office. If I'm struggling with motivation in the morning, I get in there and make my list and stuff to do it just like you're supposed to do. The books I read and the other experts I follow tell me to do it, the things that do actually work, but I'm still sometimes stuck because I'll clean, I'll do something small. So if you're in that position as a gym owner and you're like, gosh, what do I do? Do something small. Go, if you're sitting there, if you watch my stuff and you're like, you know what, we should do that marketing, or we should do the paid trial. Just go get some flyers and hand them out one day a week, or start with one time and then go from there. I think you'll see a difference. That is your Business of Fitness tip for today. Before you change your blinds, let's go with an observation. Have any of you seen that video it's kind of floating on YouTube recently, Facebook, but through YouTube, I guess, yeah. Jeff Daniels, I think it's from a show where he talks about, he cuts everybody off and says, we're not the greatest country in the world. I really thought that was an impactful video, and I don't want to start controversy here, but I don't think there's really any controversy. And what he said was accurate. We're not the best country in a lot of categories. We're actually at the bottom in a lot. It doesn't mean we can't change. But I didn't hear enough. When I shared it on my Facebook page, on one of my Facebook pages, I didn't really get, nobody else shared it. I didn't get any comments about it. And I didn't see a lot from other people that I'd seen it on their page. And I wonder why. And I wonder if it's because as Americans, we don't want to realize that we're not number one and that we're actually declining in certain areas. And again, this comes to change. We don't want to make the steps. We want to take the steps necessary to improve. I don't know. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. That's your observation for today. Now go change some lives.